be strong, be confident, have the character and confidence that Christ calls you to. But I also think this is kind of backwards to what the world tells us to be. So backwards. And I actually think there's a really beautiful wrestle between like confidence, strength, and meekness, because welcome back to another episode of the Everyday Joy podcast. I'm your host, Ash Couchman, and I cannot wait to find moments of joy with you today. I am so excited to be diving into the Word of God together today. Let's jump into the conversation. Wonderful, Kate. Halfway through the week.
Woohoo.
I'm loving it. I'm loving the chilliness that is happening in Melbourne right now. You're not loving it?
My bank account for the gas bill is not loving it. Oh my goodness. I feel like there's that thing of like, okay, there's only so many layers you can put on. Like genuinely when you crack out the snow jacket, you're like, I think it's time to turn the heater on.
No, 100%. I get the most frustrated though. So my husband Toby, he gets really warm and I am always cold. Yeah. And so
I feel like that's always the way with couples. They literally, like someone's really hot, someone's really cold, they marry each other.
Legit. So wait, what are you more? Warm or cold?
I'm warm. I'm with Toby.
Oh,
the amount of it's great when Toby's around because I'm like, it is warm in here.
It is warm in here. No, but the thing that's frustrating me is all summer Toby has like been blasting the aircon, and when I mean blasting, I mean like blasting. However, it's some reason cooling the house down doesn't cost as much as warming the house up.
Melbourne
so
houses.
I want to have the house warm all the time, and it's too expensive. And it's really frustrating me because I feel like it shouldn't be a different amount. Surely it's an electrical appliance. Surely if they're running for the same amount of time, they should use the same amount of energy, but they don't.
It doesn't.
It's really triggering me, Kate.
No. We actually have a fire pit in the backyard now. It is warmer to like have a fire in the back in the freezing cold air at nighttime than it is to be inside without the heater on. If
Toby and I ever buy a house, or if we ever were to like move into another house, I think I want to make sure that it has a fireplace inside.
100%.
Because I would literally light it every single day if I could.
Yeah. And trees are free.
And it'll keep it warm.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're free.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know where you'd get them from, but
paper costs money, so I don't know. It could be anything.
We'll see where we go from there.
Matthew 5 verse 5. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth.
What a great verse this is. I love it because the word meek, I think sometimes that makes us think of like a little weak, little helpless bird. And I just don't think that's what God is talking about in this. So the word meek,
explain
it
to us.
actually means more to be like gentle and have a soft heart and to, not be like manipulative and like doing everything by force. It's actually about having like a character and a heart that is like gentle and soft and like trust God instead of going like to the extremes to kind of get our own agenda across the line and do this and do that. And I think that's why maybe sometimes I struggle with confrontation because I just am like, that is not, this is not what I want to be. Like, I can't do this. Like, this is too hard.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of like, okay, we need to be self-controlled, calm, gentle in everything that we're doing and trying to take it all with this, but not in a weak way. You can be bold and strong and confident, but come with gentleness.
Yes.
And I think that's probably one of the best ways we can represent Jesus, to be honest, and I'm definitely guilty sometimes of getting a bit intense. I can be a bit intense sometimes.
I feel that.
But this is a good reminder for me. Okay, gentleness. Don't need to force anything.
Yeah.
Like allow God to move.
And I think also it's very much like a heart posture because you, like you were saying, the weak little bird, like you can be, you might be like, I'm being meek because I'm not saying anything or someone's just yelling at me. But inside, if you're like, they're right, I am the worst, like this, that's not really being meek. That like, I think something I love about, being meek is that Jesus knew who he was. So when he was provoked, he didn't feel like he had to try and justify it. He didn't feel like he had to kind of like be louder than everyone else and say it in such an awful, aggressive way. Like it was because he knew who he was and he knew what God was calling him to do that he was able to be that gentle but fierce.
Totally.
Like just incredible balance.
Yeah. And I also think meekness takes trust in God.
100%.
Meekness takes us, not just like trying to like fight God's plan and like fight God's will and like try and like make our way better. And it can be hard to be patient and humble and meek when we don't actually understand how God's will is going to turn out. 100%. It's kind of, we just go, okay, God, I trust you. I have no idea how this is going to work out, but my attitude is going to stay sweet. And that can be so tricky.
So hard. And especially with other people, it's just, I love people. And I know that I don't have good moments either, but it is really hard to be meek in the face of some people and just their reactions
or pressure
and
or the way they treat you.
Just different things like that. And I feel like it does take time and training to be able to do that, like situations to be like, I could so easily say this or do this or be really loud and all of that, but actually what am I going to choose to do right now? And even, I don't know about you, I've literally had to pray a prayer once to be like, God, help me right now. Like I want to react so poorly and I know it will be poorly, but like what can you what peace can you give to me right now, or what patience can you give to me right now, or even self-control
that's a big one,
to control my tongue from wanting to just prove that I'm right or whatever, or even bite back when someone's kind of said something with a little bit of a nip. It's like, okay, God, what can I do right now? How can I hold back? How can I just live like you?
And even I think it's a really hard balance as a woman to navigate meekness and gentleness. And like, I don't know if your experience was this, Kate, but I feel like growing up in high school, it was like, be a boss lady, do this. And I'm not saying those things are wrong. Like, be strong, be confident, have the character and confidence that Christ calls you to. But I also think this is kind of backwards to what the world tells us to be.
Backwards.
And I actually think there's a really beautiful wrestle between like confidence, strength and meekness, because gentleness and meekness, like you said, doesn't mean there's a lack of you know, strong strength and all of these things, but it's how do we be like this? How do we show gentleness? How you can be, and I think it's exactly this. I think it's knowing that you can be both.
Yes.
That you can be assertive, you can say your opinion, you can do these things in a way that is gentle
Honoring.
and kind and still full of authority.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it is kind and gentle and meek. I actually think it's a beautiful thing to be able to do that, and I definitely have not mastered it because I still at times get a bit feisty.
Yep, me too.
But I think it's a great thing to strive towards, to be humble and gentle, and even just to kind of go, okay, well, I don't know everything, and that's okay.
100%.
And it's all something that I think we're learning, and you know, I'm sure there's women listening who are pros at this, and you've learnt the balance of meekness and strength. And
please send in what you did.
Let us know how you do it well, because
leave a review with your tips.
we're struggle city. No, not really, but I do think it's important for us to allow those things to be let go, to not hold everything so tightly that we can't be gentle and kind and humbling ourselves. But I think most of all, it's okay, God, I trust you, and at the end of it, I can be gentle because I know that you're good, and I can let go of control because I know your plans are good. And at the end, I think that's kind of what it all is. And maybe there's people listening today and you're struggling with that. You feel like you need to control things. You feel like you need to, you know, have it all together. Or even maybe it's this thing of, I'm struggling to trust God's plan and trust God's character. Wrestle it out with God. Take it to him. Ask him. Try and get that help and figure out what that looks like for you and in your life, because it's so important that we live out those characters each
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of the podcast. I hope that it encouraged you, that it's helped you through, and that it helps to challenge you through the season of life that you're facing, uplift you if you're feeling down, and most of all, I pray that you're able to draw closer and closer to God. I'm so excited to keep diving into the Word of God with you. I pray you're able to find moments of joy.